What's going on, everybody? Raphael here, and today we're taking a look at Mega Construx Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Classic Collector Series Mutagen canisters. So basically what this is the first wave of a series of basically micro figures in this little canister sort of thing, you can see. And basically what it is, it's the micro figure, but it comes with all these extra parts so you can kind of mutate it from one version of a character to another. So starting out here with Rocksteady, we've got four characters in this first wave. We've got Rocksteady, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Baxter Stockman. Finally, we get ourselves a classic Baxter Stockman. I will show that off. Really nice looking right off the bat. And you can see here on the side, you can actually change it from Fly Baxter Stockman to, like, you know, regular just nerdy old Baxter Stockman from the cartoon, the original cartoon. You can see on the back here how you can transform him from, you know, one version to another. Superposable, build it. You know, basically you pull the arms and legs off, you add a different head, add the wings, and all that other stuff. And it's all contained within this little collectible canister that can also be used as a display stand. So you got Baxter Stockman, you got Michelangelo in his hanging out street gear. He's got a little, oh man, his little sneakers on, leather jacket. This dude is ready to go out on the town. Get him a piece of cardboard to breakdance on. Now, Rocksteady over here as well. You can see you've got the origin, just punk Rocksteady with this big bag with a money symbol on it, and then of course you can transform him into Rhinoceros Rocksteady with a nice, sweet looking machete. That's pretty cool on the back there as well. And last but certainly not least, as a matter of fact, this might be a contender for my favorite, is Raphael with his undercover gear on, which if you watch the original Turtles series, you'll know that when they went undercover, they would wear these horrifying masks. It made them look like giant, just disgusting babies. And then they had these trench coats just draped over their giant shells. And it would fool no one, not for a second. But Mega Bloks or Mega Construx was kind enough to include this in their Mutagen series. So you can see, you can transform him from ugly baby monster to this pretty sweet Raphael micro figure, and it comes with a baby turtle as well. It's kind of give you a little bit more. And I think Michelangelo also comes with a baby turtle, so that's really cool. I didn't even notice that on Mikey's thing. But anyway, those are the four characters in the first wave. I'm gonna go ahead, get these guys all opened up and out of the package, put together, whatnot, and we will check them out right. Alright guys, here we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutagen series all ready to go. And let's start with Rocksteady, just because he's over here on the end, and it's easy. So we're just going to move these guys aside here, just to the back a little bit, so we can show off the canister and all of those sorts of things. So you can see it's got the green pipes in the back, which are exactly the same as in the other Ninja Turtle packs, the whatchamacallits, army, you know, the battle packs and the individual turtles. So the same deal here. You get the nice little printed picture piece, which is really cool. You get that. You know, you got yourself a little valve and a little pin you can peg your guy onto if you so desire. They also have the little clips on the sides, and I'm not exactly sure what the deal is with these. Maybe they fit onto the other battle packs, because you can't actually, there's not really any way to actually get them to connect here, because they're not enough room, because of the way the canisters are actually built. They just can't quite connect to one another, but it's not a real big deal. I don't really see that as any kind of a detriment. So that said, you can see the name is printed on the front of all of these guys. So let's take a look at Rocksteady. Take him off his little turtle sewer cover here. So here is Rocksteady as a human. He's got a dumb face. Oh, that haircut, man. That haircut and chubby cheeks. But yeah, I mean, pretty cool. Nice representation of the Rocksteady human character. He's got his big old bag of money with a dollar sign on it. So you got that going on. He does have this sweet machete. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, so very, very nicely done. Leather jacket, which is a little bit strange. I'm not sure why it's opened up here. I think this one actually might be broken. I don't think it's supposed to actually come apart there. I think mine might actually be snapped, which is unfortunate. I didn't even realize that until now. Yeah, it looks like it kind of got weak at the pouring seam. You can see over here on the other side, there's the seam right here where it was molded, and it looks like on this side it got a little bit weak because Michelangelo has the same jacket on, and his is not split in that spot. So yeah, unfortunately mine's a little bit busted. I'm gonna have to try and pick up a new one. Maybe I'll email Mega Bloks about that, and they'll send a new one right out. But yeah, anyway, onto the figure itself. I mean, it's still a really nice figure, despite that one little flaw. So there you go. You got Rocksteady. And if you open up the canister here, and it's very simple, you just squeeze the sides and you just pop the top right off. You can see in here we've got a little smattering of weapons and body parts. And I'll just adjust the camera a little bit here so we can see what's going on. And we just dump all those out. And we take the machete out of the hand, take the money bag out of the hand. We take off the little bracelets. Tiny, tiny pieces. You got to be careful with them. And we're going to pop the arms off as well. And the arms come off fairly easily, but they also stay in nice and securely. So it's not, I don't feel like that's an issue. So we can just pop those into the container, and then the jacket, of course, just slides right off, no problems. And then we can pop the head off. So now it's just a matter of reattaching things. So we're going to go ahead and grab one of the arms and attach that just like so. Put this teeny tiny little grenade on here. Just be careful with that. It's very easy to pop it off and lose it across the room somewhere, I'm sure. There's a little tiny turtle shell here as well, which goes on his belt. This actually, the ammo bandolier, probably should have put on before the arms, but it's not that big a deal because it's going on just fine here. And I guess we'll do it officially because it does shows an opposite direction on the package or on the image, so we'll just go ahead and do it that way, just for the sake of accuracy, I guess. And you pop the Rocksteady Rhino head on, and of course, just reattach the little bracelets here. There we go, and you've got Rocksteady ready to go, and you can give him back his machete if you so desire. So he can talk about killing some turtles. I have a bad Rocksteady voice. I do apologize. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I mean, it's very nice. It's more or less the same as the previous Rocksteady micro figure. The colors on that one are a little bit different, a little darker, I think. Maybe I'm trying to see it. I have it on a shelf not too far from me, but it's behind some other stuff, so I can't quite see it exactly. But either way, I mean, this is a really great pickup because you get all the extra parts for the separate guy for, you know, human Rocksteady. And honestly, since I already do have the Rocksteady from the battle packs, I will probably keep this guy in his human form the majority of the time. So just put this away, and have to try and remind myself to actually email Mega Bloks about that. And then we can just pop this back together. And there we have Rocksteady. Next up is Raphael. And you can see same situation here. Here's his little printed picture with that horrifying baby face on. And we'll just pop him off of his little stand. And actually, I'll show you guys this real quick as well. He does come with this lovely, teeny tiny little turtle as well. This is not the same turtle mold that came in the Nickelodeon Ninja Turtles. The one that they used for Spike. This is not the same one. This is actually a little green turtle base mold, and then the tiny shells that you saw on Rocksteady's belt are the same ones that are used on this. So very cute little baby Raphael there, showing his many mutation stages from tiny turtle to teenage mutant to this horrifying baby monster. So basically what you've got here is, of course, Raphael in his incognito gear. And I love that they just stick this shell on the back. It's a nice shell. It's die-cast metal. It's a nice kind of brownish gunmetal gray. And of course the baby mask. And it is just a mask. It's a little rubber mask over Raphael's normal face. So it can be a little troublesome to get on and off, but I found it's easier to take the whole head off and put the mask on so you can kind of adjust it as needed. But basically, you've got the nice little trench coat underneath there. So to transform Raphael, we're going to go ahead and open up his container. There you go. Got that going, and we're going to pop the mask off here. Ooh boy. Oh, I don't know that it's any less frightening underneath. So here's the mask up close and personal. I apologize that my hands are super dry. So there is the mask. And we just put that off to the side for now. We're going to go ahead and remove Raphael's shell and pop the arms. There you go. And then you can just take the trench coat right off. It is a nice coat piece, and the fact that you've got these arms with gloved, well, I mean they're turtle gloves hands. They're 3 fingers, but you can still use it on other figures if you're so interested in doing so inclined, I should say. So now, what we don't want to do here is, I guess, put the shell on, and then we're gonna get this belt over the whole shebang. I'm a little wary of doing this, to be honest, because the belt is very tight, and I don't want to actually ruin anything here. So let's try going over the legs and see if this is a little easier to get it up and over the shell. And it looks like it will be. Yeah, there we go. So here's Raphael's belt with the spaces for his thigh, and we got that going. I'll just straighten out his legs a little bit here. He's getting a little bit wonky, Let's pop his arms in. Pop his arm. Now we can give him his mask, which goes right over the back of his head. And now he looks much more presentable as Raphael. We'll give him his weapons here. One in that hand. And he also comes with a turtle communicator, which is cool. Could always use more turtle comms. And there is Raphael. And just to show you guys a quick comparison, this Raphael is much darker than the mainline one, I guess, for lack of a better term. So much darker. His shell is also a darker color, more silvery. This one's more of a brown. But they both look good. I was gonna like swap this guy out and make this my main Raphael, but I think overall I actually like this guy's head sculpt better. So I think I'm gonna stick with this one as my main Raphael, and this guy's probably gonna stay in the Flasher outfit for a while. So let's put all of his parts back here for right now. And move on to Michelangelo. So you can see Mikey has his sweet boombox picture up there. He's rocking down the street. Now, one issue I do have is this guy doesn't come with a boombox. Why not? Why doesn't he come with a boombox? We could have recreated this image. It would have been so perfect. But, you know, c'est la vie. So this Michelangelo also comes with a little turtle, you can see right here, with a lighter green shell and some sweet kicks. So here's Mikey, and just for a quick comparison for his colors, he's also much darker than the mainline Michelangelo, or the previous Michelangelo, I guess would just be a better term. I do like that the shells now are all the same color on these turtles, at least this shell. So I'll show you his back shell in just a second. So you can see this Mikey has a very green, kind of like forest green shell. But this guy, actually, and I didn't realize this on the package, or when I saw the package, is that his shell actually has all kinds of graffiti on it, which is pretty awesome. So he's got a foot symbol right there, TMNT, I love you, I heart New York, or I love you New York, and foot stinks, right on his butt, which I don't know, that's where you want to put foot stinks on it. But yeah, he's got some sweet shades that you could easily put on any of your turtles if you were so inclined, but they are orange, of course. He's got those sweet kicks that you definitely could put on any of your turtles, so you could put him on Raph while he's out and about in his weird Flasher costume. And he's got this sweet leather jacket, so he's cool. So we can just open up his container here. He's got a bunch of parts, a bunch of turtle parts as well. Just pop those out. And so first thing we want to do is grab the sunglasses. We're going to just take those off. And he's also got creep out zombie eyes. Gonna rip his arms off like so. Remove the shell, and then the jacket will come off without any trouble. We're actually gonna go ahead and pop his feet off here. Those little sneakers. Let's pop those in there. So put the shell back on. And we're going to do the same exact thing we did with Raph. I'm going to go ahead and slip this over his legs. Just pull it on up like a pair of trousers. And hope for the best. Once you can get it all over the front shell, it's pretty easy to get it over the back as well. Alright, there you go. You got it, Mikey. You got it. And then just pop his little footsies on. There you go. And if you're trying to figure out which arm is which, it's pretty simple. The side with the cut here, or the side with the actual pin, should go towards the back, so you get that shoulder going. And so there you go. And then we're just going to put his mask on. And there you have Michelangelo with his golden nunchucks. Come on, buddy. Get your golden nunchucks in your hands. Little green hands. There you are. And that is Mikey. Now, last but certainly not least is a figure that is brand new to the line. Baxter Stockman. We have not gotten him in any other form in the Classics line. We do have a Baxter Stockman in the Nickelodeon line, but here is his picture with his big dog face fly mode. It looks like Mothra, honestly. And here is Baxter Stockman, the human, with a very nice head sculpt, I think, for the character. They did a good job. The eyes look a little derpy on camera, but in person they look fine. I'm not sure what's up with that, what's causing that kind of distortion. He's got a little flask of liquid, mutagen, presumably. And on the back you can see some nice dual, we'll just put this back here, some 2 holes in the jacket, so you can, of course, put this on one of your turtles, should you so desire. I think it might even be the same jacket as Raphael, but that's all right. So yeah, and this guy's really easy to actually transform. So we're gonna go ahead and open up his canister, and inside you can see we've got a set of wings and extra arms. Pretty neat. The wings are nice and clear. They do come packaged with these little cardboard wings. So honestly, if you wanted to, you could even leave these on if you prefer. I mean, they're just cardboard. It's just printed on one side, but they're fairly. I mean, they're nice and sturdy, and you could just leave these on if you wanted, you know, white wings, like non-transparent wings for more, I guess, like more of a cartoony look. So I'm holding on to those just in case. And then of course we have the Baxter Stockman fly head here, which I'll show off in better detail once we get this guy actually turned over to Baxter Stockman fly version. So what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and pop the human head off. This time we're going to leave the arms on when we take the jacket off here. Well, actually no, let's take one arm off just to make things easier. So we're just going to take off the lab coat, pop this arm back on, pop the extra arms and wings on the back here, and then pop the fly head on. And now you have classic cartoon Baxter Stockman in Mega Bloks form. And it's a really, really nice head sculpt. They did a great job with the paint. Probably better job than you get on the original Playmates toy as well. But yeah, the arms are the same as on the foot soldiers that you've seen if you've gotten any of the Nickelodeon figures. They can go up and down. They can swivel. And that's about it. I mean, you don't really need too much out of those. They're just like, you know, extra appendages. Arms are the same. The wings, of course, are that clear, like, you know, very, very thin plastic. So you got that going on. And overall, it's just a really, really nice version of Baxter Stockman. And I'm super excited to be getting more, like, classic Turtles characters. Now, the only problem with this is once you've got these extra arms in and the wings, of course, you can't attach him to this pin any longer because it doesn't have a hole in the back anymore. So I mean, you could, I guess, in theory, just take the arms off, put the wings on this pin, and then pin him to that. But you know, you're just gonna have to find a way that I guess works best for you. I mean, you can just stick his foot onto one of these studs here, and now you've got, you know, Baxter Stockman flying around. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, overall, it's a really solid lineup. I really like the ideas that these guys came up with. I'm sure they're gonna make, you know, Donatello and Leonardo in really cool cool ways. I know there's a battle pack with Leo in samurai gear. I did see that in person, but I was not able to pick it up, unfortunately. And I'm looking all over like a maniac for those the Donatello and the rock soldiers, but hopefully I'll be able to find those pretty soon. And I certainly hope that Mega Bloks, or Mega Construx, as they're called now, will continue with the Ninja Turtles Classic line, because I'm absolutely loving it. I would love to see so many of the classic characters done in this style, and you know, get me a turtle blimp, man. And actually, again, Mega Bloks, if you're listening, a recreation of the sewer playset in block form would be absolutely amazing. But that said, this lineup is really, really great. I definitely recommend it. It's totally worth the asking price. I mean, I know $7.99 seems maybe a little bit steep for you know, a micro figure, but you gotta consider you're getting basically 2 figures in each pack, you know, out of the deal, and you also get the canisters and all the backdrops and everything. So I think it's actually a really good deal, and I'm very, very pleased with it overall. Let me get the little group shot for these guys as I close out here. But that's going to do it for this review, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It really does help me out. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll be back with more Mega Bloks Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as soon as I am able to. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.